What's up? So I wanted to make a quick video showing the steering wheel settings of Gran Turismo Sport. Now there are two places you can find it. One is in the pre-race menu, which is what we're looking at right now. If you go over to driving options, scroll all the way to the bottom, click advanced settings, go further down, you'll see force feedback max torque and force feedback sensitivity. These are the only two settings you are having to worry about because the controller steering sensitivity only applies to the regular DualShock 4. It doesn't affect steering wheels. Now, long story short, I have them each set to 1. So if you're using a Thrustmaster T300 like I am, that's pretty much all you need to know, but I will go into detail on why I have it set that way and what each one of these settings does. The more important one, I would say, is the force feedback sensitivity setting. You really want to set that to 1 no matter what wheel you're using, because all it does when you increase it is add damper effects to the center of the wheel. The problem with that is it obscures some of the more important feedback that you get, especially in relation to the road and the tires. You feel the road and the tires a lot more when you put this at 1, which is important because it not only allows you to drive faster, but it also makes it easier to correct oversteer when it starts to happen. And I also find it just much more immersive when you can actually feel the road you're driving on in a simulator. It's just much more enjoyable to me, and also makes it much easier to control the car. Now, the other setting that you have to worry about is the force feedback max torque, and that is basically the overall strength of the force feedback. The Thrustmaster T300 that I'm using is a pretty strong wheel, so I have it set to 1. If you have a different wheel, you might want to set it a little higher, but just don't go overboard, because you can actually experience what is called clipping, and that's basically when you're going beyond the capabilities of your steering wheel. And it's similar to if you put the volume too high on speakers, you'll start to hear distortion. Same thing can actually happen with a steering wheel, so you lose out on some of the dynamics of the feedback that you would otherwise be getting if you had it set up properly. So don't set it too high, but you might want to put it higher if you're using a different wheel. And the other place you can find the force feedback settings is actually while you're driving on the track. If you hit pause, go over to options, scroll all the way to the bottom again, click advanced settings, and go further down, you'll see it in the same spot pretty much. Now when you first turn GT Sport on, they'll both be set to 5, which is far from ideal, especially for the wheel that I have. I mean, you'll be having clipping, you'll also barely be feeling the road and the tires, which is not the best. Like, I'm surprised they have it set to 5, but I think it's just like a baseline setting that they put it at, just to kind of be a middle of the road thing for every steering wheel out there. But for my wheel, it's far from ideal, so that's why I wanted to make this video, just to show people that you can actually get good force feedback out of Gran Turismo Sport. You just have to find the settings. And there is one other setting I wanted to show real quick. It's the adjust cockpit view setting, which I'm very happy that they added. It lets you adjust the seating position of the cockpit view. It can let you move it forwards and backwards and upwards and downwards, all the way to below the dashboard, what I like to call the Eric the Midget point of view. Yeah, Howard Stern fans will get that reference. But that is it for the video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps somebody, and peace out.